Hello everyone, welcome back to Lucky15, and in this video I'm going to be giving you my Lucky 15 tips for tomorrow's horse racing action. Now I just want to apologise for not doing any videos over here the last few days. That was because some of you might remember I was at Glorious Goodwood on Thursday with BBC Radio Sussex. It then turned out that I went on the Friday instead, and I actually did some tips on my Twitter feed. And the place to follow me on Twitter is at Lucky15. That's where I do all the links to my work and you see what's going on with my life. And if you're wondering why is there not any videos on there, you can normally find an explanation on my Twitter. So I do apologise for not doing any videos, and also as well that's why the Galway videos dried up as well. I was very busy towards the end of last week and I didn't get time to do these videos, so I apologise for that. But we're back into the thick end of action now. We've got a lot of good racing coming up still throughout the month. We've got the Ebor Festival as well coming up towards the end of the month at York, so that's always a good one, and hopefully we can continue our good form that's been going on in the last couple of months. So without further ado, it all starts tomorrow in the 4:25 at Newbury with the opening leg of the Lucky 15 with a horse called Waffy. Now this horse is 5-1 with bookmakers at the moment, trained by Charlie Hills, who's yard in really good form. Obviously they had a good Glorious Goodwood with Batash and also as well Cardem. Now Charlie Hills has been using the jockey booking of Jim Crowley in the colours of Sheikh Mohammed Al Maktoum as his number one. And them three, I should say, the trio, they've been combining, like I said, for some really good success, and they combine here with Waffy. Now this horse finished second at Ascot last time out, and he's off a mark of 90 after a gelding, or it should be a second run after a gelding operation. But I think he'll definitely come on from that. He's always shown quite a lot of ability, but going up in trip tomorrow I think is definitely going to be the key to him, and I think he'll definitely get over that gelding operation, and he could be seen to be quite a good late developer. So for me, Waffy tomorrow, there's a lot of things in his favour. It was an encouraging run last time at Ascot, and I think he's definitely the one to be with at the prices, and I think he'll go off a lot shorter. So for me, he's going to be our opening selection there. We then go to the 7 o'clock at Nottingham with a horse called Last Look, even money with bookmakers at the moment, trained by Saeed bin Sarur, who's yarder in good form, and Gabriella Malune is booked for the ride, claiming a handy 3 here. This horse is related to some serious horses, especially the Group 1 winner Far, full sister to that horse, and this horse won very impressively on the all-weather on its debut at Chelmsford last time out. It's interesting they're keeping it in novice company, but even with the small penalty that this filly does have to carry, I think she still might have a bit more, bit too much really to give away tomorrow. So I think there's a lot of things in her favour for her to go very well, and even though she's even money, she's going to be the second selection and the second leg in our Lucky 15. We then go to Ripon for the 750 with a horse called James Watt, 7-1 with bookmakers at the moment, trained by Michael Bell and Daniel Tudhope's booked for the ride. This horse has been running in some competitive races this year, none so than on its last start in a Class 2 handicap at Newmarket. This is a Class 4 tomorrow, so it's a significant class drop. But this horse has always shown quite a bit of ability. He was a good 2-year-old for Michael Bell, and I think running off a mark of 83 tomorrow in this race, he could be potentially well treated in this grade. And for me, I think he's a big price here at 7-1. He doesn't mind a bit of cutting the ground as well. He's run okay with soft in the going description before, and I think there's a few things in his favour tomorrow. So for me, I think he's got to go very well at a big price. We then go to the 8 o'clock at Nottingham with our final selection, Spanish Aria, 11-8 with bookmakers at the moment, trained by John Gosden, who's yarder in terrific form. Rab Havlin, his number 2 jockey most of the time after Frankie's booked for the ride. This horse ran respectably in the Sandringham at Royal Ascot a couple of starts ago, and then ran into one at Windsor last time out of Hugo Palmer's called Birdcage Walk. That does look a serious horse going forward, but nonetheless that still wasn't a bad effort. This is quite a weak race tomorrow for the level, and I think her class should prevail. So for me, Spanish Area, she's running in the right race tomorrow. She's the worthy favourite, and I think she can be a good finale to hopefully give us a full house in our Lucky 15 tips tomorrow. So they're the Lucky 15 predictions for tomorrow's horse racing action. If you haven't done so already, please hit the subscribe button for more videos here on my YouTube channel at Lucky15. You can also follow me on Twitter as well using my handle at Lucky15. Also as well, check out the Punters page as well for lots more links to my work, which is at the Punters page on the Twitter feed. And that's all I got to say. So please game responsibly. Hopefully we can have some winners tomorrow, and I'll be seeing you soon.